What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Colts Dynasty. This series will be going along with my Texans franchise that has realistic rookies, and in this one it's going to be kind of like Bengals series. I'm going to be doing 10-minute quarters, not as long as Bengal. We're going to be doing like all the off-season stuff, all that fun stuff. But here's the thing. We are starting from where the season has ended, where it is sort of realistic, and I chose the Colts. I think they've got a great team. I think they're just lacking a little bit, and yeah, that's what we're doing. So I have a random draft class in. I decided not to use the 2023 rookies just because we kind of have an idea of who is good and who isn't. This makes it a little bit more realistic and a lot more fun. But I've already hired an offensive coordinator, so what I've got to do from here is I need to go ahead and hire my DC. So I'm going to be firing Marlon Burgess. And you might be like, why are you doing that? Why would you hire somebody or fire somebody that's good? Well, we're going to get stat points, and we're going to work on player personnel because I want to make this roster how I want it. Now, I'm obviously not going to completely clear the house, but here's the thing, okay? When a new head coach comes in, they have no ties to any of the players that are on the roster. And I'm going to be taking it from that perspective. I have no ties with any of these players, and if I want to, get rid of them, I'm going to get rid of them. So, yeah, I mean, some of these moves I'll try and make as realistic as possible. Some of them obviously may not be the most realistic, but we're going to try our best. Now, first order of business, we've got to sim up into the Pro Bowl. Now, I'm going to do the Pro Bowl conference because you get some stat points, I believe. And then from there, we're going to take this head on. Drafting is going to be difficult. I think we're going to have to rely a lot on the grades and just hope for the best, honestly. I mean, that's just the sheer fact. We've got to. Let's see what this press conference is all about. I'm sure you'd rather be at the Super Bowl, but it's still nice to be nice to wind down and have some fun. What do you get from coaching? Cut loose or coach elite talent? Coach elite talent. We are coaching some of the best players in the league, so why not go with that answer? And somehow the Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in the Super Bowl. That sure is interesting. You love to see it. Tom Brady, the GOAT, maybe doing something there. Maybe not. Guess we're about to find out, huh? And we'll see who wins the Super Bowl. I got my money on the Chiefs. Chiefs win 20-7, and we are headed into the offseason where we got to make some tough decisions regarding re-signing players. To be honest with you, I doubt I'll re-sign anybody unless it just makes sense financially, but we're at 57 mil. Now, Yannick Ngakoue wants to come back. I think we can maybe get him for less on the open market. Bobby Okereke, I would love to have back. He's not going to end up coming. Paris Campbell, we could probably get somebody cheaper. Pretty much all of these guys are just the sheer fact that they're a little bit older. Not necessarily what we're looking for. I mean, and none of them really want to play for us again. And you know what? If you don't want to play for us, you don't have to, because I'm not going to re-sign you. Now, here's the thing we've got to think about. We need to trade some players, and we're going to have to trade them at the first part of free agency. Okay? So, what I'm going to be doing is I want to cut down on some cap. I want to bring in some guys, fresh talent. Shake up this roster because it's not working. So let's do that. Now, quarterback, I think everybody knows this quarterback room is not good. 17 mil for Matt Ryan will move him. We'll try and move him to a team that needs him, or a team that could use him. Something realistic. The Texans could use him. I don't want to do that to them. The Commanders, they have Carson Wentz, so I don't see that happening. Would he go back to the Falcons? Maybe not. The Jets, they could use a quarterback. Zach Wilson is there. Joe Flacco probably going to retire soon. I mean, the Texans make the most sense just because they don't have a good quarterback and he can mentor Davis Mills. So we're going to do this trade. Realistically, what does it do for us roster-wise? It does absolutely nothing, but saves us some cap room. Nick Foles is not the backup that I want. I want a different backup, different mentor. So we're going to send him somewhere where he can mentor a young quarterback. Double him up with Waller. I like that trade. And the reason being is Josh McDaniels loves that two tight end set. So we'll bring in Zamir White and another player. I don't remember who we just traded for. Doesn't matter. As for the offensive line, it's great, but I think we're in a rebuild year. So with that being said, Ryan Kelly is going to have to probably move on from the team. He's a great player, don't get me wrong, but we've got to move on. We've got to get younger. Leighton. I like Bryce Hall. Who do they have at center? Some trash guy. They do have a pretty young line. Let's do this deal. And the Jets are going to send us Bryce Hall. They've got plenty of DBs there. I think that's a pretty realistic move. And then Braden Smith, 27, great right tackle, but 16 mil a year is just a little much for me at this moment. We'll look to send him somewhere where he can be a factor, really, where he can play and be good for a team. Not necessarily getting the offers that I wanted for him. They could have Penne. Ooh. Kirby Joseph and Quentin Cephas for Braden Smith. We're going to do that deal. It's good depth pieces. We get rid of an expensive contract. Kwity Paye will stay for now. These guys are going to be moved. McTelvin Agum can stay. Mario Addison has to go. 3.6 mil. Not necessarily what I want on this team. I would be willing to take Ross Blacklock instead. Bring in a younger piece. Or move him to the Broncos maybe. We'll take this deal with the Vikings. Shore up that D-line for them a little bit more. And let's now look at the linebacker position. Shaquille Leonard has to go. Cornerback-wise, we're going to get younger. We have a lot of safeties now. Julian Blackman can go. He's coming up on contract year, and I don't see him as a Colt long-term, so we might as well just move him now. And what am I looking for? Preferably defense, but the Dolphins are offering a pretty good trade right there, and it almost looks too good to pass up at this point. Ooh, Christian Harris and a 6th round pick. I like Christian Harris. We're going to take this deal in a heartbeat. You might be like, dude, you just traded for a 68 overall. Yeah, I realize that, but Christian Harris is young. He could be a good player. I could see him as a middle linebacker. I could see him playing edge a little bit. I like that move. I really do. Strong safety got Nick Cross, young player. Now we got the 4th overall pick. I might look to move up. But with Zamir White coming into the mix, we might look to move Zach Moss. I haven't decided. We've got a ton of running backs on the roster. But Michael Pittman has to go, guys. This is going to be a very, very tough decision. But I think it makes sense. Now, here's the thing. I've looked at the draft class, and I've seen some receivers I like. And let me show you why I'm thinking of trading Michael Pittman at this point. Okay? We don't have to pay Michael Pittman. But when I tell you that I see a player that I want, I'm going to go get him. It's James Barber out of Oregon, okay? Now, like I said, we haven't been able to scout. But look at this guy. 6'6", 220. Now, I've drafted a really good receiver before, and he was 6'6", young, had all these player notes. Guys, elite, 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 elite strength, elite jumping, elite excel, and he's the fastest receiver in the class at 6'6". I think James Barber is generational, and to pass up on him and not take the chance, even if he's not a generational talent, it would be a crime to not go get him and let somebody else get him. We might have a young star in this draft class. And if I don't go get the guy and I let him go to a rival, you know how bad I'm going to beat myself up over it? So we're going to try and get this #1 pick here. The Bears have the #1 pick. I assume they'll be interested in Michael Pittman Jr., being that their receiver room is just not good. So now with Michael Pittman and for the first overall pick, I think realistically you'd have to pair the two. I realize that we could probably do something like this a little bit easier, but I want to make it somewhat realistic. Ooh, that is interesting. Okay, we're gonna have to give up a little bit more. Okay, what if I throw in another second? We might have to move our first. Okay, we're gonna have to move our first round pick in Michael Pittman. Now here's the thing, I gotta get some compensation back. Can I get your second? Okay, we did it. I'm okay with that. Essentially, we move up 3 spots and trade Michael Pittman for a second. But I think it'll be worth it. I hope it's worth it. I'm a little nervous about it. I think that was the right move. So we got the #1 overall pick. Now, we actually don't have those second rounders, but whatever. Now, here's the thing. Alec Pierce, I think he's going to be awesome. We got Quentin Cephas, I think he's going to be good. Jelani Woods is our guy. Now, here's the thing. Grover Stewart, 9.3 mil, 29 years old. He's a great player. Let's just go send him somewhere, as we could get Michael Pittman back. That's funny. Chiefs don't need a defensive tackle. Commanders don't either. Eagles don't either. No. Quandre, John Mechie. Ooh. Miles Jack and Jalen Warren. What do we think of that? I don't hate it. Marquise Brown wouldn't get traded. Don't think George Karlaftis would be able to get him IRL. Jets would be stupid to trade Carl Lawson. Patriots give a linebacker and a corner that has a high cap hit. Not necessarily interested in that. Not interested in that trade either. Maybe we could pair him with the pick. Or maybe Zach Moss, actually. Because I would like to bring in a young guy. Let's throw a 6 in there as well. And let's see what type of package we could get. Won't trade for T. Higgins. Won't trade for Javonte. Khalil Mack. That's a thought. Devontae would not be traded. Xavier McKinney. They've got Dexter Lawrence, but they run a 4-3. We'll spin back to that. Jalen Petrie would not be traded. So Taylor Lewan has injury issues. he'd be a good replacement tackle for now. We would get Christian Fulton and a decent receiver. Khalil Mack is aging. His cap hit's probably crazy. But here's the thing. He'd be a mentor on the line. We get Trey McKitty, who's another big body tight end. I'm going to do this deal. I'm going to move Khalil down to the D-line. And I think we're going to like this. It's a big cap hit. He's only a star. That's fine. I like Khalil Mack. We'll move him down to the D-line. He'll be a little bit better. We could always use a fountain of youth on him as well. It was not a very good trade, in hindsight. Shaq Leonard, I'm going to get him off the books. He's getting up there in age. We're going to have to move him. Now, who do I want? I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of regretting that Khalil Mack trade. Is there anybody that actually wants him that's a contender? Okay, we might... we'll keep him. I made the bad move. We'll keep him. It's fine. Alright. Shaq Leonard. We're going to move on from him. He's had a nice career as a Colt. But time to move on. Who do we want? Now here's the thing with this Seahawks trade, right? We get a young edge rusher, we get a young corner, and we get a young receiver. I don't mind that. Damian Harris in a third. Damian Harris, probably only 1 year with us. He's pretty good. And we also get a third rounder with that. Wandale, nah. He's fast, but don't want him. Montez Sweat, same kind of thing. We're going to have to pay him after this year. So don't think that's the best move for us. Personally, I'm going to take the shot on Boye Mafe, Kobe Bryant, and Dwayne Eskridge. Hold on. Boye can move down to the D-line. Kobe Bryant could be the slot corner, or Damian Harris in a third. Ooh, Damian Harris and... Oh. Alright, we'll take the 3 young guys. That was a tough trade. Alright. Shaq Leonard is now a Seahawk. And DeForest Buckner goes on the block as well. Just not in our future plans. We'll look to give him to a team that could maybe potentially make a playoff run, if that comes to fruition. Let's throw something else in there with them to sweeten the deal, because I want to get him to a team that could potentially make a run. I don't want to just ship him somewhere where he's gonna be terrible necessarily, but that might be what we have to do. Ooh, the Giants. Am I about to create a monster with the Giants? Ooh, Taylor Lewan, a future second and a 7th. Or Xavier McKinney. I gotta take this Taylor Lewan pick. I mean, it makes sense for us, right? We need a tackle. I mean, he is a huge cap liability, but we move Ryman to right tackle, and our line is good to go. Now, here's another move that y'all might not agree with, but Kenny Moore is also going to be out the building. Sheerly for value. I think he's a good player, but want to get some more value here. John Franklin Myers, LaVisca, and Dante Jackson. We get Gunner, Jalen Warren, and Miles. Oh, that'd be crazy. Jalen Petrie, I'm not going to trade for. Ed Oliver is coming up on contract. I don't hate this trade. I also love the idea of getting one of these guys. JC Jackson got a bag, so maybe not him. But Isaiah Pacheco, Leo Chenal in a 5th. I mean, they've got so many running backs at the Chiefs that they don't need Pacheco. bring in a running back so bad though. Let's try and throw in a 6th round and a 7th. Sweeten the deal a little bit, see if we can't get something else going. T. Higgins is coming up on contract. Don't want Grover Stewart back. Karlaftis is just in his 2nd year. I don't want to take that from them. Petrie, Nico Collins in a 4th. Oh, that'd be so awesome. This is tough. I think the Chiefs, I think this makes sense. George Karlaftis, I mean, they've got so many good defensive linemen. They've got Frank Clark, they've got Chris Jones. They get L'Jarius Sneak, Kenny Moore, and they have Trent McDuffie. I mean, this would be insane for them. Let's do it. That was probably the most unrealistic one we did. As for the rest of the team, I think we'll probably keep the same here. We will move one of these safeties to strong. Cornerback wise, probably actually going to move Isaiah Rodgers. Just because I think he'll have value. Trey McBride, nope. Won't do that. Quez Watkins, Javon Kinlaw. Now, Javon Kinlaw is starting to get phased out at the Niners. I think that's a pretty realistic move to go get him. We're going to do it. He's been kind of phased out on their defensive line. So we'll take him. He'll start. The DeForest Buckner trade comes full circle. Kwity Paye is probably going to start it in for us. Well, we brought in Karlaftis, so Kwity Paye actually probably out the door here. He's a young talent. Somebody. Kenneth Murray is coming up on contract. Hold on. Would we want to pay Kenneth Murray? Cam Taylor Britt in a 5th. We'll do that. Kenneth Murray, I just don't know if he would be traded necessarily. Alright, so here's the thought process with this. We've got some veterans in all aspects of the team. We've got some decent players. Nobody exceptional. But I think it's something we can work with. Undoubtedly. And we will go ahead and go into week 1 of free agency. And we will start signing some players. So what do we need, right? That's what we're trying to figure out. Okay. Timeout. Okay, so here's my thought process on quarterback, okay? I'm going to bring in somebody. Preferably somebody young. Ooh, Jordan Love. I'm going to offer him 4-year, let's do a 5-year deal. That would bring him to 29 years old. We'll up the money some. Give him a shot to come play for us. Garoppolo as a backup. He's so expensive. Can't do it. Can't do it. Baker, he would be nice. The problem is he doesn't have the mentor tag. I probably need a mentor to come in. Tyrod Taylor is a backup. I like that. We'll bring him in. Oh, not so early. Hold on. Let's spin back real quick. We should probably get rid of that offer. Because this period we need to sign players that are going to be immediate impact for us. Jason Kelsey is here. The Eagles didn't re-sign him. Now Roquan is here. He's 27. Okay? We gotta think about this, okay? He's 27. Does he fit the mold? Only 2 teams have offered him. I think he fits the mold, guys. He's worth it. If he signs, that's awesome. Michael Thomas, don't need him. Miles Sanders, don't need him. Kareem Hunt, no. Jamel Dean would be awesome, but don't think we're in the market for him. CJ Gardner-Johnson, we're definitely in the market for. Give him a player friendly. He will make that DB room amazing, and he's young. He will be a face of the franchise for us. Odell, no. David Montgomery. Running backs are so replaceable. Juju. Not gonna bring them. Sean Elliott. Julian Love. Wouldn't mind him. Leighton Vander Esch has no interest in us. Well, good for you, bud. Glad you don't have any interest in us. I'm not hurt. I swear. Corey Davis. Cody Barton. Dog. Alright, kicker. Just curious. I mean, there's not necessarily anybody else that I want to, like, bring in. Like, I just have to have. So, I think we'll start offering some of these, kind of fringe guys. Definitely don't want Andy Dalton as our mentor. Tyrod Taylor, for sure. Bring him in as a mentor for 1 year. Who else do we want? We could use a mentor at receiver. Preferably a fast mentor, if that's a thing. Let's check it out. There he is. Marquise Goodwin. 2.5 mil. Bro, I'll give you 2.3, I guess. And we will go ahead and evaluate all the offers. Hopefully we get Roquan. Jason Kelsey signed somewhere. Oh, we did not get Roquan. Probably for the best. Alright, who did we get? We got Goodwin, we got Jordan Love, and we got Taylor. Oh my, did we miss out on Gardner-Johnson? Please tell me no. Oh, he went to the Commanders. Okay. Alright, guys. At this point, I don't think there's anybody else we should bring in. I feel like the roster's fine how it is. I mean, there's players that I would love to bring in, but it just doesn't make sense for, you know, kind of what we're trying to do here. So, I mean, not necessarily a great free agency class anyways. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, guys. I mean, it's not a very good class, and everybody is super expensive for what they are. So I think we just kind of ride with the roster from here, build through the draft, and hope for the best. So we will go ahead and sim to week 3 of free agency, because we should be able to have private workouts, and I'm going to bring in a few guys that I want with the #1 pick, as we have 5th-year options, and we actually don't get to do the workouts. 5th-year option, who we got? Javon Kinlaw, we won't pick it up. We'll see if he plays good. So don't pick up the 5th-year option on Javon. We'll see how he plays, see how his dev trades change. Go into free agency recap, and we'll see if maybe we can get something done. And I was hoping for the workouts, but oh, here they are. There they are. Private workouts. Let's bring in our top guys. And I have our top guys. Number 1 is the receiver, who I think we're really going to draft here. Where'd he go? He dropped. Jerry Hunter was the other one. And then, who was my other guy? Was it Devontae? No, it was this corner because he's 6 foot. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Dylan Denard. 6 foot 322. Oh, he looks good. Guys, he looks really good. Okay. Or this quarterback, Matt Gates. He also looks to be pretty good. 23, however. Oh, he looks awesome. Alright, we gotta bring him in. I mean, like, this class looks awesome, guys. There's some pretty good players. I don't know what I'm gonna do pick-wise. Those are my top 3 guys, though. Undoubtedly. Alright, guys, here we go. Into the draft. We're on the clock. Alright, I'm between those 3 players. The receiver, the end, and the quarterback. Do we take a potential number 1 guy at receiver, 6'6", 220? Do we take the edge rusher out of Oregon State, 6'5", 279? Or do we take the quarterback? Oh, he's a round 1 to 2 talent. Okay. Alright. Jerry Hunter. Oh, he is... He looks good. Okay. Actually, average. The corner is another one that I'm considering. What do we know about James Barber now? What do we know about him? He's 21. Can you do something for me? His agility is what I'm oh my god. First in the 40. First in bench. First in vert. First in broad jump. Oh my god. We're taking him. James Barber. Welcome to the Indianapolis Colts. Oh my god. Is he generational? 98 excel. 99 jumping and 93 speed. Holy crap. This guy has to be generational. Oh my god. Dude. Okay, now here's the problem. Oh, there's so many good guys at the top of the board. We can't get them. I'm going to see how these picks play out, though. Quarterback goes to the Texans. I think he's going to end up being good. Devin Beckwith goes to the Cardinals. Bears at 4, which would have been our spot. Take Blair Stein. Seahawks go with Kenny Stevenson. I'm waiting for one of these corners to go off the board. Quentin Hayden goes off the board. Titans are about to be up. Jets won't take DB. Do we trade with the Falcons? Do we trade with the Falcons? Oh, they take Jermichael Foster. Hold on. Hold on. I think there's a DB here I want. Hold on. Dylan Denard, 6'3", 183, man coverage corner. 22. Guys, he looks good. He looks so good. I was also looking at Spriggs here. 6'2", 21. Fastest corner in the class. I mean, he looks to be really good at football. I feel like we should make a trade here with somebody. Once one of these other corners come off the... Alright, I think we gotta make a trade with the Texans here. I think Spriggs is good. problem is, what am I willing to give up? And what do they want for it? Let's do the trade offers. We're gonna do it. That is such a good move for them. Clears cap space for us. We don't have a vet in the room anymore. I hate doing that trade, but I think it makes sense. Not gonna lie, that kind of hurt to do. Okay. Alright, now we got the pick of the litter here. Roman Brown, 5'10". He looks good. I don't like taking small players necessarily. Eric Jeffers. We might look at him too here. Elite, elite, great, good, solid, solid. Okay. We did have to get rid of Boye Mafe too. I was excited though. Whoa, 6'4" corner. Demetrius Gordon. He's alright. He's not as good as some of these other corners. I mean, I'm taking a corner here, so we're just gonna look at corners at this point. Antoine Nelson looks pretty good too. He's got good zone. He's 23 though. He's average. Okay. We're gonna take one of these corners. I hope they have a dev trait. To tell you the truth, who do I want the most? I could not tell you. There are a lot of good corners here, guys. Braxton Turner is also just average. The 6'4" corner really interests me. Because at that size, I mean, like, you match him up against anybody. But you look at these guys are probably better, right? So that's a tough situation to be in. It's a good problem to have. I mean, he ran the fastest. This is a tough decision. I'm trying to think it through. 22. Guys, where do I go here? I mean, Jeffers is good. Jeffers is definitely good, right? Great speed, elite excel, or elite change of direction and jumping. Solid on the excel and solid on the agility. He's got more elites though. He's 2 inches shorter. That's where my hang-up is. Where Spriggs is younger, 6'2". He's elite. He ran the fastest. We're going to take Spriggs. He is hidden dev. Oh my god, he's good. 94 speed, 93 jumping, 88 change of direction, 89 agility, and 92 excel. I'm going to be honest though. That corner down the board looks really good. We're going to advance to our next pick. Glenn Clark was another corner I was looking at. Dang it. Okay, I did really want him. We're not going to be able to get him, obviously. Whoa. Alex Marshall looks to... I mean, there's some guys down the... Whoa, 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 whoa. 6'3" safety? What is this dude on? He's not good. Oh, man. That's disappointing. We'll look at Corey Griffey. Ohio State linebacker, 22 years old. He's all right. I don't like the decent excel though. He's probably more of a run-stopping guy, not as much pass coverage. Antoine Nelson, he's a zone corner. He's 23. He looks to be all right. His speed is not great. He doesn't necessarily excel at one thing either. This might be a trade down spot. Alex Marshall, 6'2", safety out of LSU, 21 years old. God, I think I'm gonna take him. We'll take the chance on him. If he's normal dev, it's fine. He is hidden dev. 89 speed, that's not bad. We can work with it. Change of direction, 85, 90 agility, 91 excel, and 82 jumping. He looks to be pretty good. I like that move. I'm actually pretty happy with that. We pick at the end of the second. That will be due to the Michael Pittman trade, I believe, as Deron Tate, the teammate of Alex Marshall, goes off the board here. Could have looked to bring the teammates in, but LSU makes good DBs. They are DBU essentially. Lots of corners here. How about that? Okay, this is not like from anywhere. How does Madden bleep their... How does Madden bleep their own thing? That makes no sense. That running back looks pretty nice. I think this is a trade down spot. If we get a couple picks out of this, I would like it to kind of fill out the roster. Maybe take some shots on some guys. Deron Tate would have been awesome to have. Just the storyline. That would have been awesome. But, second round pick next year. I like that. Realistically, though, I would like more picks down the board here. So, a third and a fourth. Third and a second. Second, fourth. Not necessarily one in next year's picks, though. A third and a fourth here. I really do covet that at this point. The Falcons. Trade with the Falcons. I want some more picks down the board. Maybe get some more dev guys. Just really take that chance. And we will pick at pick 10 in the third round, where we can start taking some shots at some guys. Take some athletes. And hopefully make a couple good picks here. Braxton Turner is still on the board, and so is Hodge. That is awesome. Braxton Turner. He's just average. We'll take him. He's still here. Hidden dev, 91 speed, 91 excel, 89 agility, 89 change of direction. DBU, dude. Oh gosh. I mean, if you're gonna give us all these DBs, thanks. We'll take them. You can never have too many DBs. And the scheme I'm gonna run, I'm gonna have a crap ton of DBs on the field. So this is perfect. Can we get another? Oh my god, Hodge is still here. Ain't no way they left Hodge on the block. Ain't no way. Oh my god. We're taking him. Take the shot. Take the shot. Oh my god. The 92 speed, 92 jumping, 95 change of direction. This DB room is insane, guys. Oh my god. Dude, there are some great players in this draft class. We're in the third round. Oh, Emmanuel Mayo. Is he related to Gerard Mayo? One of my favorite Patriot legends ever. Holy crap. Okay. Who's on the board? Is that running back still on the board? He's not. Okay. We're in a spot where we don't go corner, probably. Let's look at Meredith. He is an elusive back. He is so bad. I wanted that other running back. I assume he's probably going to be good. About this tight end. Oh yeah, he's good. What the heck? We'll take him. Normal dev, but he's fine. He's 21 years old, 6'4". He's got 84 speed, 87 excel. I don't hate it. I mean, that's a good backup tight end for Jelani. Or maybe Smiley ends up starting. I really like that move. I would potentially like to bring in another quarterback. If that's even a thing here. Don't know if it is. Maybe this guy? Reed Hagen. He's fast. Everything else is really bad. We could probably take one a little bit further down the board. Let's check out Zach Ross, though. He's a little bit intriguing as well. He's 23, though. Yeah, he's not good. What about this second quarterback on the board? Nolan Kershaw. Yeah, I mean, none of those guys I would want to take a shot at this point. I think at this point in the 4th round, this is where you can find some actual playmakers still. I'm interested to take this guy, and I wonder what his first name is. We'll, he's a good athlete. We'll take him. And I'll change his first name. Hidden Dev, pass coverage out of San Jose State. 88 excel, 84 agility, 81 speed. We'll find a position for him, whether that's edge rusher, outside linebacker, middle linebacker. We'll find a spot for him as we head into the 5th round here. Top of the 5th. Offensively, have not picked a whole lot. We've been more defensive minded, but I'm okay with that. What do we take here? Could take a shot on an offensive lineman. I just think why is... I don't understand. Like, this is not a made-up draft class. This is an imported draft class from a literal random franchise they started up just so we could do this. And for some reason, they have so many X'd out names. How does that even make sense, guys? So stupid. Do we take Greg Jackson? I mean, an offensive lineman would be nice. I just don't see us hitting here. You know? Jonathan Hall. I mean, he's just like... he's not good. Like, what do you take here? Mike Royal, I mean, if he has A finesse moves, awesome. He's huge. He's 23 though. We'll just take him. Depth piece. Oh my god, he's hidden development. 85 strength. Probably a star, I would assume, in the 5th round. What made me choose that? Finesse moves. Finesse moves is very telling if a guy has a dev trait or not. Figured might as well take the shot, and it hit. So, Connor. Oh my god, what is this draft class? I've never seen something more stupid. Carmichael. Don't tell me this dude has hidden dev too at A finesse moves. Whoa. We'll take him. I can't be stopped. I cannot be stopped. Guys, I swear on my life, I did not do anything weird with this draft class. I will upload it, and I will let you guys have it. I didn't make any edits to it. Swear on my life. There are so many dev traits. Is this just the best draft class ever? I've never seen this before. I've had one other draft class, and it is one of my other YouTube videos that I took down because I didn't continue the series. I played it by myself. Holy crap. Joseph Jenkins, do we take him? Joseph Jenkins looks to be pretty, whoa, 6'8". That's a big dude. I was about to take him just for the size. Playing him on the inside. Jeez. Might actually take him later. Terrell Peterson, if he's good, we'll take him. I think I checked him already. He was just kind of alright. He looks decent. We'll take him. Elite Excel, play Mike linebacker. They're normal dev. 90 Excel, 84 speed. I like it. We'll take it. And we pick it the 6th round. We should check kicker. I've only ever seen one generational kicker. Maybe two. I've obviously Bengal drafted one. I think I've drafted one in a franchise that I ended up not playing. Oh my god, is that a generational? No. I'll take a kicker later. Let's take a shot on somebody here. How many more picks do we have left? We have 3. So I need to take a good player here. I think the initial stats just tell me to take that guy up above. That corner is somebody I'm willing to take a shot on. Whoa, Pat Tuttle. Hold on. Pat Tuttle might be a hidden gem at this point. He looks to be decent. We'll take him. Oh my god. Alright, I'm uploading this draft class. Is this a generational draft class? That's a thing, right? I wish I would have traded no picks. I should have traded into this draft class. I want to take a shot on this corner. 6'2", 189. He's got good stats. 87 speed, 90 excel, 89 change of direction. That's fine. I had to take the shot on him. Alright, who else do I like? I should have looked more into it before taking him, I'll be honest. Oh, the tackle's gone. The 6'8" guy. What? Is this draft class messed up? This is a 6'9" tight end. What? Oh my god. This literally looks like I made up this class. I'm so confused right now. Today happens to be my birthday. Is this the best birthday present I've ever gotten? Oh my god, what? What is this dude doing here? He's good. I'm gonna trade for this pick. I want to take somebody here. I want to take another player here. I think this is a generational draft class. Guys, I don't know how to make somebody believe me. I really don't. Look, why would I ever trade for Mr. Irrelevant? I've never seen a draft class like this before. Like, I've played a lot of Madden. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, a 6'9" tight end, he should be in the NBA. Like, what are we doing? Can we find anybody else, maybe? Let's just look. Does anybody stick? 6'8", 6'8", 6'8", 6'6". I've never seen this before, guys. I'm confused. Why is this happening? What prompted EA to put in 6'8" and 6'9" players? I've never seen anything like this before. This punter looks good. Shit, I should have taken a kicker. Let's take a kicker, right? Or no. Gotta take an athlete here. Not saying kickers aren't, but you know what I mean. Another physical receiver. Larry Ray. He's pretty strong. He's alright. He looks like a good UDFA. This is the best draft class I've ever seen, guys. I will upload it. I promise. Because this is absolutely insane. Who do we take? 6'5"? Oh, is this guy good? I'm about to get a bunch of 6'8" players, by the way. Do we just take them? I don't want to waste this pick. I know it's Mr. Irrelevant. It doesn't necessarily matter. But this has just been, like, the craziest thing I've ever seen. I don't want this to end. But realize that I've got to pick eventually. 6'2", 6'5". Could use this guy as a user, 6'5". He is 21. We'll take him. Could move him to D-line, 77 speed. He's 6'5", 265. I definitely think that's gettable. I'm not going to look at my players first, but I'm going to look at other teams to see what they got. But this is definitely a generational draft class. Best one I've ever seen. I've done so many drafts. So, closing my eyes now. Alright, Commanders. Who did they take that I wanted? I actually liked Zach Ross. Only normal dev. As my dog stretches. It was very loud. They didn't take anybody that I necessarily wanted. Cowboys. Was I looking at any of these guys? Nope. Where's, there was a guy I wanted. He was a running back. Oh, Dylan Denard I did want. Marion Miller wasn't looking at him. Falcons. Brooks. Dude, this draft class is good. Niners. They didn't have any picks. They did take, I think that was a 6'8" guy. Giants. Let's see if our teammate was good. Our safety's teammate. Potentially, he's 5'9" though, so be a good corner. Not necessarily a strong safety in my opinion. I like tall safeties. Rashawn Roundtree. Don't think I looked at him, but we'll just see. Normal dev. Not a very good QB class, I don't believe. We will add some UDFAs, obviously. I think this draft class has a lot of guys that we could develop. Jaguars. Was it Meredith that I wanted? I don't believe. It was a power back. Jermichael Foster, no, we weren't in the mix for him. Conley I did want a little bit, but only a 67, so. Lions had a lot of picks. They did a good job. Reed Hagen. This was the quarterback I was looking at. 63 overall. So, good job not taking him. Probably dodged a bullet there, because I was going to take him with, I think, a pretty high pick. Packers, how'd they do? They did take a quarterback. I wasn't even looking at quarterbacks, so it doesn't matter to me. Foot was interesting in the 3rd round, so I would like to see what he was. He is hidden dev, 6'4". We're gonna definitely miss out on that. Probably a pretty good player. Panthers. They took Nolan Kershaw, who I was also interested in. Hidden development. Oh, that would have been such a get in the 4th round. But you just never know. Finding hidden dev quarterbacks is so hit or miss. Dang, that sucks. Do hate that we missed out on him. Patriots taking a 2nd round tight end. That's pretty normal behavior. Doubled up on D-line. This was the power back I wanted, I believe. Trent Foreman. Hidden dev. Alright, let's go. We're not going to go through every team anymore. Let's jump to... God, I don't know. I'm so nervous to look. Let's do it. We have a generational receiver. Alright, hold on. Roman Brown is an 80 overall. I crapped on him. I passed up on him. He's an 80 overall. He's got to be Superstar X Factor, huh? We could have had 2 potential X Factor players. He's only a star. Holy crap. Okay, we may have got the only X Factor player. Okay. I'm surprised. Now, there were a lot of good picks down the board. 3rd round, Harper. Broderick Harper goes to the Rams. Max Smith. 2nd round. Let's go to our guys. Let's see how we did. We did pretty good. Alright, Barber is an 84 overall. Spriggs is a 74. Marshall is a 74. Braxton Turner is a 73. Hodge is a 72. Anthony Smiley is a 68. Tuttle is a 68. Royal is that guy that has star dev, right? Well, let's go by round. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. Alright. Turner, Hodge, yes. He's good. We missed on Williams, apparently. But I thought he had dev. He does. So, potential work in progress. Figure out what we do with him. Carmichael has a dev trait, but he's not good. Peterson's a 64. Tuttle at 68 is pretty good. Okay, this tight end is 6'9", but has hidden dev. And I think Nathan Black also had hidden dev. No, he had normal. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta take a second. I don't know how to respond.